Hey, what's up, YouTube? Samuel here, blessed with another day of life and able to make another video this week. So, today, what I'd like to talk about is friendships and what it is to be a friend and what it is to have a friend. And I think it's very important to pick your friends wisely and be a good friend as well. And to know and to do that, you need to know what it is to be a good friend and what it is to have a good friend. And with that being said, let's get into it. So Eddie it's something that I haven't spoken about yet, I don't think. And I'm very proud to say that me and Eddie have made about the mid 30s videos. So that's something awesome. It's a blessing to be able to make 30 something videos, all talking about different things and productive things, very things that'll just enrich our lives. And I'm very blessed to have a friend that I can do that with, and somebody who is always seeking positive things to do and wanting to talk about positive things and things that are going to help us grow, and we can help other people grow with those things. And it's such a blessing. So yeah, we're at about 30 something weeks, and this is something that I haven't spoken on, and I know Eddie's spoken on it, but it's friends. And today I saw a video that Eddie made, and it was about 10 people. Well, he had a story that 10 people went into Ross and stole all these clothes and products that they could carry, and they just walked out of the store with it. And I was thinking about, and the whole video was about choosing the way you live your life and the way you react to life, and how that is in effect, that affects your future more than whatever has happened to you in life. And it's true. But what I got from the story of the 10 people is that those 10 people were not friends with each other. They were encouraging each other to do bad things, and then not only were they encouraging their peers to do bad things, but they were also not rebuking the bad activities that their friends were doing. Now, what a friend would do is tell your other peers what you're doing is wrong. You need to straighten out your life so that you can do good. And I think that people who encourage bad behavior are not your friends. And also, I think they're your enemies, because when they start to see you do well and they start to see you make good decisions, what you'll realize is that they'll try to pull you down. And then if you don't go down, you'll know they're a friend because they'll follow you, and you'll know they aren't a friend because they'll call you a traitor, and they'll say that you're a bad person. And that's what gangs and that's what thugs do, and that's what bad teenagers, bad adults, bad everybody, older people, they all do. When they see you doing well in life, they start to try to bring you back down. And when you don't want to go back down, what they'll do is they'll call you fake, and they'll call you all the things that are good. They'll talk down about your success, about they go, hey, that person went to college, or they speak like they speak all formally now. They think they're better than us. They have a lot of money, when in reality that's what they want to aim for, but they want to do it the wrong way. They want to do it the way that by stealing and by doing crimes and by pushing other people down and doing it just the evil way. But when they see you doing it right, they start to say that, who does this person think they are? They're doing things differently. And that's the thing about a true friend. They'll encourage you to do well all the time, and they'll be happy when you're doing well, and they'll try to imitate your activities as well. Me and Eddie, what we do a lot of is we tell each other how to do better things to do better in things that we know how to do that the other person doesn't know how to do. And for example, Eddie was asking me the other day, hey Samuel, I want to start working out. What do you do to stay motivated? And I told him what I did. and because he had trouble, he lost a little bit of motivation for a little bit, or he was just too busy. And he goes, with your busy schedule, how do you manage to stay working out and all that? And I told him, and that's the thing, we have to look at each other as not complete role models, but we got to see the good that we all do, and not be afraid or ashamed to ask for help in anything. And me to Eddie, I'm always asking him things too. I'm asking him, like about patience and about family, about how he does it to be such a good leader in his house, and about marriage and all that. And he'll give me answers. He'll give me good answers. He'll always be encouraging me, sending Bible verses, and that's what a friend does. That's what friends do. And he'll tell me about experiences and about all these things, wise words, and he'll always be there. And that's what a friend is, and that's what a friend should do. And we all need that in our lives, because what we start to do is we start to look at the world as a dark place, and we start to look at it as cynical, and we start to look at it as something that uncomprehendable or something, because we don't connect with it. But when we find friends in the world, we see that the world is something that other people in the world are going through the same thing that we're going through. Other people can identify with us, and we could talk to them, and we could connect somewhere, play sports with them, read books with them, go hiking, do cool things with people, and have little, go out to eat with them, just have a great time and experience something very lovely in life. And it's a blessing, because he's around my age, and we find things, we find commonalities, and we find differences, and we try to learn from each other. And that's what life should be. That's what friendship should be. And it's very important. And the Bible even talks about that too. It talks about how friendship can be closer than the bond of a brother, be closer than blood. And it's very true, because what makes a brother even closer to his own brother is that friendship. Because you can have the same blood, but you can also be enemies. It's crazy to explain, but I think even if you're a brother with somebody, you still need to learn how to make that friendship and seal the blood, the real blood. And so we gotta all find friends. We gotta find people who uplift us, people that help us do better, encourage us, to give us a little whipping sometimes. I know it sounds crazy, but that'll tell us, hey, you're living life wrong, you need to get back into shape. And a good friend will also listen to that too. You need to, when they tell you something, you got to be able to listen to it and change the bad things that you're doing, the bad way that you're living. And you'll know it's a real friend, because some people, when you tell them something, they'll think you're criticizing them, or that you want to be better than them, or you're envious or jealous. And no, it's not like that. I've had cases where I told my friend, hey, you're dating the wrong person, or you're doing that wrong, or this is going on, you shouldn't be stealing. And they'll be like, man, you're just hating on me. And in the end, I'm still there for them, but they have to learn the hard way. But so we need to learn how to talk to the friends that we have, and set them straight sometimes, and be there for them, because that's true love. True love is telling them, you're doing the wrong things. And so don't despise having friends. I've heard people say, everybody's fake. There's no real people in the world anymore. Everybody, and I really hate hearing that, because what you're doing is you're afraid to be friends with anybody, because you've been hurt so many times. And it's the same thing with relationships and all that. All guys are bad, so then they go lesbian, or all girls are bad, or hey, I don't want to get married because my parents got married and they divorced. No, there's just so many things. But don't lose such a good thing by having a friend, a real friend, because what'll happen is that if you don't get a friend, you're gonna identify with people who see the world as a dark place too, and then you're gonna have a lot of enemies that are close to you. And think about it, it's pretty deep. You're gonna have a bunch of enemies close to you, like those 10 people that Eddie saw at the Ross. Those were 10 enemies that found common ground and got together and decided to be little demons together. So with that being said, like and subscribe. God bless. Like and subscribe to Eddie. Make friends, have friends. And I'm grateful for my family, my cousins, my sisters, my parents. They're also my friends as well. And I'm blessed for all of them. I'm blessed for the support of my parents and my sisters and my teachers and just everybody. It's such a blessing. But yeah, God bless.